What's up, guys? Rifty here, and I'm gonna tell a life story today about the first time I ever smoked Mary Jane, the mystical lettuce, the devil's greens, whatever you want to call it. May fucking please your ass. That's what we're gonna name it. So the first time I ever smoked weed was like 2-3 years ago, and I want to say that it was in like August maybe, and it was like at the end of 6th grade, or like the beginning, like I'm talking the very beginning of 7th grade. And I was with my friend Ethan. I'm not gonna tell his real name because I don't want to like him to watch my videos one of these days, or like find out my YouTube channel or something like that, and him know that I said his name whenever I like he didn't want me to. So I'm not gonna say his name, but we're gonna call him Ethan. So me and Ethan, like actually the day before, I hit up my friends Jordan and Jackson. I'm gonna name them Jordan and Jackson, and they're like they're literally identical twins, but I can tell them apart because they're my homies. You know, shout out to them, the real plug. So we were hanging out, or I texted Jordan and Jackson. I fucking stuttered so much, it's not even funny. So I'm Stuttering Stanley, and welcome to my fucking YouTube channel. And I'm gonna tell you guys about the first time that I ever smoked weed. But with that having said, I texted Jordan and Jackson, and I asked them, like, dude, I want to try bud for my first time. And if you guys don't know what bud is, that's just like another word for weed. So I texted him saying, like, dude, I want to try bud for my first time. And they told me, yeah, I'll smoke you out for free. And if you guys don't know what smoking like out means, or like, dude, I'm gonna smoke you out and all that stuff, or like, dude, can I smoke, like dude, can you smoke me out? Like, I don't got any bud or something like that, or anything like that. It means like, I'll get you high for free, or like, I'll smoke you out for free. Like, it's common sense. It's common sense. But with that out of the way, I fucking hit him up and all of that. And the next day comes around, and I was hanging out with Ethan, and I was like, dude, have you ever, like, you've smoked weed right before? And he was like, yeah, I've done it with like my brother and all that. And I think he did it pretty young, at a pretty young age, but I mean, it doesn't do anything to you, so it doesn't really matter. But it's not really bad that you do it at a young age, but I mean, you're still in development, so you can do you. I'm not encouraging you to go out and smoke fucking weed, but you can do you. You can do whatever you want to, whatever pleases you, do that. So me and Ethan rode over to like the middle school by our house, which is like probably half a mile, I want to say. So we rode over there, and we met up with Jordan and Jackson, and we rode, of course we were riding our fucking scooters back in the day, which is pretty shitty. So we were all riding scooters. Me, Jordan, Jackson, and Ethan. We were all riding scooters. And then by the middle school that we went to, there's this fucking bridge. There's this bridge. I'll always remember this bridge. I've done so many things right above this bridge and everything. It's just so funny. It's so funny to think about, like, the first time I've ever smoked weed. And later on, I'll save the good story for, like, the first time that I ever got high. But the first time I smoked weed, I didn't get high. So, like, I was gonna pick up a sack, and if you guys don't know what that means like you're gonna buy like a gram or two, an ounce, a fucking pound. So I was gonna pick up like 2 grams, which is like $20. So I was gonna do that, and like the next day the day after I smoked weed for my first time, I was gonna pick up 2 grams, and the funniest shit happened. So my mom went through my phone like whenever I was sleeping. I don't know why she would do that. So I put a password on this hoe. I put a password on this hoe and my goddamn fingerprint on my phone, so she wouldn't find out anymore. You know, my mom's still the plug. She's still the real plug. You know, shout out to my mom. So she went through my phone and found out that I smoked weed for my first time. It was so funny because I was so scared. She was like, so I called her and I was like, Mom, can I have 20 bucks for food? Or like 30 bucks for food to like last me throughout the day, because I'm gonna go ride with Jordan and Jackson and Ethan, and we're all gonna ride around through like our town. And we did that, and it was so funny. It's just so funny to look back. And she was like, so you know, whenever a parent knows the answer and all this, and it's just so funny. It is so funny. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but it's really funny. So of course she said no to giving me the money, because I was gonna buy some Mary Jane with it. So she told me to wait till my dad gets home, but for me to not go outside and not hang out with any of my friends, not go on my fucking PlayStation, my video game, any of that, anything besides my phone and all of this other stuff. But it was so funny. It's so funny looking back at all of my life story and everything. It's hysterical. It is hilarious looking back at everything, looking back at all the memories that I've had and everything. And there's more stories like this to come, because it's funny for me to tell them, and I like telling life stories like this to you guys and everything. But let's get back to the story. So again, she like came back to my house, obviously, to pick me up, to where like supposedly tell me that I'm grounded and all this, to where like I don't play on my video games and like watch TV and all this. And my parents aren't strict, and I'm really thankful for that, because I don't know what the fuck I would do if I had strict parents like some of like the kids out there in like the US and like all of the other countries, because it would suck so much to like not have like a computer that I have and a PS4 that I have and like a TV. Like I'm so grateful for like the things that I have and everything. I'm so grateful for the parents that I got and everything. And enough of that. But again, like it's just so crazy to think about like how strict parents can be and how serious they can be and everything. But there's also like really chill parents out there. Like there's also bad parents out there. There's chill parents, there's bad parents, there's strict parents and everything. But enough with that said, let's get back to the story again. But she told me to wait until my dad got home, so that way he could decide if I'm grounded or not and all that. But it turns out that I was not grounded. I did not get in much trouble or anything. They just wanted to teach me a lesson about how quote unquote bad it was and all of that. So my dad comes home and he came home and like my mom told me like I could ride and all of that stuff. So, but I didn't ride, I didn't do anything. I just stayed up in my room, played my video games and all of that. So she didn't take any of my video games away. She just dropped me off, like dropped me back off, like at the house or whatever you want to call it. So I'm stuttering really hard right now. I'm sorry about that. Hashtag RIP Rifty. So again, I was upstairs. I was playing my video games. I don't remember what console I was on at the time. I think I was playing my PS4, but I might have been on the PS3. I can't for sure remember, but I know I was playing on a Sony console because I'm not a big fan of Microsoft, all of that stuff. But so my dad comes home, and I know whenever my dad comes home because my dad, he rides a Harley, and before he comes like towards our garage, he like revs it a couple times, so I know it for sure whenever it's this dude. So he's like wom wom and all that other shit. So he comes home, revs his bike and all that. I know he's home. So he rolls up a fake joint. A fake joint. It's a cigarette. It's not a joint. That's what I'm calling a fake joint. So he rolls up this fake joint like this. It's fake. Like I'm talking fake. Takes the filter out. Like at the beginning of the filter, how there's like that little like ring thing. Like some cigarettes are gold and everything. So he takes off like all of that. He cuts it off and then he rolls it. He like rolls the ends and everything to make it look like a real joint. He had me fooled. Because at the time, I never smoked a joint. So I didn't know what a joint looked like and all of that stuff. But I knew what a joint looked like. I misunderstood myself. So he fooled me. He fooled me because I didn't really know what a joint looked like. Because I wasn't like a stoner. I only smoked one time. Fucking one time out of people smoking 1,000 fucking times a day. So he got me. He fucking fooled my ass. And he was like, so since you want to smoke weed with all your friends and all your buddies and all of that, why don't you smoke with me? And it was just so awkward. It was so weird. If you guys were there, if you guys like felt what I felt and witnessed what was there, you guys would understand. You guys would understand about how awkward it was, but it was really, really funny looking back at it, because I was dumb. I was dumb back in the day. I didn't delete my messages. I still don't. There's no need for me to, because my parents don't go through my messages because I don't have strict parents. And I'm thankful for that. Thank you, parents. Thank you, mom and dad. So, with that having said, for like the 30th time, he sparks up this cigarette in the house. I don't know how. I don't fucking know how. This fool was a magician. This fool was a magician, a fucking magician. He sparks it up. He lights it. And it smelled like weed. It literally smelled like weed. It was so weird. It was so fucking weird. I don't know. I have no words to explain about how weird it was. But it is really funny looking back at it, you know. It's always funny looking back at like your life stories and all of that stuff. So again, he lights it up and he's like, why don't you smoke with me? Since you've already done it, let's smoke in the house. Why don't you smoke with your own father? So he's like, I don't want to say peer pressuring me, but it was funny. It was really, 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 really funny. So he did all of that, and he was like, I just want to let you know, this was a fake cigarette. This was a fake joint. So he tells me that, and he was like, so I want to tell you that you're not grounded and you're not in trouble and all of that. I just wanted to teach you a damn lesson, because I don't want you going out and getting in trouble with the government, all of that stuff, because there's still laws out there. There's still laws to getting in trouble with weed in California, because that's where I live. That's the state that I live in. I'm not telling you guys the city that I live in. But that is the end of this story. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more life stories like this. And don't forget to check out my sponsor, Knack Grips. Use code RIFTY, all caps, for 10% off. And my other sponsor, Cinch Gaming. Use code RIFTY instead of an I. Use a 1, all caps, for 5% off. Hope you guys did enjoy, and see you guys next time. Peace out.